guys, I hope 2025 is going to be a fantastic year for you. What are you up to? Were you out partying last night? Are you chilling on the sofa today, or are you at work? I have got the day off, which is nice. I thought, you know, I will have New Year's Day off. It's kind of be the last like day off in the week I'm going to have for a while. So I thought, do you know what, just take it. And having just had 5 days off from Christmas Day, it's the most joyous time. I mean, it's not actually New Year's Day today, it's the 29th. So I'm literally on the last day of that time off, but it's been amazing. I felt really chilled and relaxed, and I've been doodling around at home, and it's been perfect. It really has. I've loved every second of it. I'm a bit sad to be going back to work tomorrow, but hey ho, gotta earn those pennies. Horses can't fend for themselves, can they? So yeah, back to normality tomorrow. I thought I would do my kind of aims and goals for 2025. I wasn't initially going to do this, and then I thought, you know what, it's actually quite good. Keeps me driven and focused, and a bit motivated. And I do this every year, and it's quite nice to look back over those videos as well. It's cool. It's quite cool. So, what am I planning for 2025? First up, to be a better friend. I am absolutely rubbish at making enough effort to see my friends, to go out for the day, to go out for dinner and things like that. I find the horses consume me, and my job consumes me, and I'm always feel quite tired, and so I just don't make enough effort, and it's bad. It's really bad. So 2025, that needs to stop, and I'm gonna really try to go out more, see my friends more, and just make time for them, because you know what, friends are a massive important part of your life, and I'm not doing a very good job at seeing them enough. So that is a massive goal for me this year. Another one, I mean, probably too much information, but I really want to figure out what foods I get on with and what foods I don't get on with, because 2024 I felt a bit bloated and a bit rubbishy, and it's very noisy on the road, fairly sure there's just, seems that we're having lots of motorbikes pass right now. I think that's it. I'm pretty sure there's just some food types that I just don't get on with so well, but I kind of need to figure it out. I'm a massive foodie, and I like all types of food. So I'm going to kind of go through taking gluten out for a week or two, seeing how I get on with that. I know you should do longer, but I feel like I'm going to know pretty quickly. I'm going to do it with dairy, I'm going to do it with high-fat foods, which you shouldn't eat anyway, and just see if I can work out what I feel best on, because hopefully that's going to give me more energy. And I've already started my gluten-free period, and worryingly, I do feel better. I do feel like I have more energy, and I just feel better. Now, it might just be because it's such a change from what I normally eat, but that's why we're going to have to try it for a few weeks. But yeah, that does worry me, because I love making fresh bread, and I like cakes and biscuits. I know you can get gluten-free stuff now, but yeah. But if it makes me feel better, it would be worth it. So to people who are genuinely intolerant to certain food types or allergic to certain food types, I honestly, what you go through for having to check all the packets and stuff constantly, must drive you insane. Really must. Anyway, that's another sort of project for 2025. And lastly is really just to be better. I say this every year, but to be better with social media and stuff. Obviously I've got my little antique shop, which I want to keep going with, but I've neglected it dreadfully for the past 2 weeks. And my social media with that is kind of like a wave. It's constantly up and down and up and down and up and down. And I just need to be a little bit more consistent, and want to continue with my stock images and YouTube. I'd love to get my historical horses channel monetized. That'd be such an achievement. And yeah, kind of just keep on top of all my little hobbies. I haven't given up with the sewing. Want to keep improving my sewing technique and skill on the machine, and work towards future equestrian clothing ideas. I want to make some prototypes this year, actually test them out, see if they would work as good equestrian clothing items. So yeah, plenty to keep me occupied with, but we just need to stay focused. Right, moving on to the horses. Coop is going to be 24 in 2025, and we already know that Mr. Coop, he's kind of half retired anyway. He doesn't want to do masses, and I think it's probably going to be the same this year. He's just going to be fairly chilled. It's a fine line with him of not riding him too much that upsets his skin, but riding him enough that he stays in kind of good nick. But we do need a certain young lady to step up and kind of take his place. and be the horse that I can school and jump and hack on a road and all those sorts of things. So Miss Sienna needs to back up our ideas, because we've had 3 years of not getting anywhere, and that's going to change in 2025. I have accepted that I'm probably going to spend most of my money on figuring out exactly what is wrong with Sienna, because we can't keep going on as we are. It's just, we're not getting anywhere. So I am going to try and work out what exactly is wrong, which means sending off to a big vet, which means spending thousands of pounds, but I need an answer. So even if it's not the answer I'm looking for, at least I'll know. I don't feel that positive, I have to say. I think whatever is going on is probably a long-term issue, and probably not one that we are going to fix very easily. I don't know why, I just don't think it is. I think it hasn't helped that she's sort of jarred herself again messing around in the field, and this seems to happen all the time. Like, it doesn't take much for her to kind of like open up old wounds as such. And don't get me wrong, it's not like she's hopping lame or anything like that, but you can just see in the way she moves that she's not quite as good as she was perhaps as she was in the summer and things like that. So 2025, we've got to figure it out. You know, is it just kissing spine and SI issues, or is there more? I think there's probably more. But like I say, it's going to cost me a lot of money to work it out, but we need to know. We just need to know and get a final answer. So actually, I don't have any other goals with the horses. I just want to figure out what's going on with Sienna. And then if we do that and we can sort it out, we can make more goals and aims then. So yeah, that's all I'm working towards this year. It's not much. It's just probably going to be expensive. Isn't life expensive though? So yeah, right. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I've taken this video clip so many times. I reckon 15. I'm just going to go, right, that'll do. That one will work. We'll go with that. So yeah, I will see you probably, guys, in the new year. Who knows what we'll be filming this year? Possibly following the trying to sort Sienna out year. I think that might be what it's all about. Anyway, again, Happy New Year to you guys. Have a lovely day and see you again soon.